Wisconsin plays in the regional semifinals at Madison Square Garden Friday. Look at what Nigel Hayes had to say about New York City. It's too big. It's dirty, trash everywhere, too many people. It's cold right now. When he was asked what he would say if he was selected by the Nets or Knicks in the NBA draft, Hayes said, "You'd have no choice. Something you have to live with." Obviously, he's not a big fan of the Big Apple. Do you think he might end up regretting this when the draft and the NBA rolls around?
Not really. Nigel's a guy that's been pretty clear over the course of his career. He's not shy in front of a microphone. He'll tell you how he feels. And New York is dirty. I grew up in Jersey, right across the Hudson River. It is filthy.
He has a point.
There is garbage everywhere. I moved as a 17-year-old kid from right outside of New York City on the west bank of the Hudson River in northern New Jersey, and I would go into the city all the time and just thought that's how all big cities were. Then as a 17-year-old, I moved to Chicago to go to college, and I said, holy hell, there's alleys everywhere. All the garbage is nicely in the alleys, and what the hell's going on? There's not garbage all over the streets. New York is just it's a place where about half the amount of people that live there should actually be living there. But it's such a fun place to be that there's all too many people crammed into it, and there's no place for the garbage, no place for everyone to park, no place for everyone to live. It's chaos. It's absolute chaos, and New Yorkers wouldn't have it any different. It's just part of the culture of it. There's rats everywhere. There's trash in the front. There's trash everywhere. There's no alleys to put anything. You can't find a parking spot. It's like survival. Like if you can live in New York, you don't actually live in New York. You survive New York.
Yeah.
Like you wake up every day and New York's like, bam, deal with that. And you're like, all right, and you make it through a day and you feel a little bit proud and you pay way too much for rent and there you have it. But I didn't know where Nigel was from. He's from Westerville, Ohio. So sounds like a small town kid,
right?
So everything you have to say about New York, and
when you go to Madison, you play college there, smaller too.
Yeah.
But he said it's cold right now. Last time I checked, it gets cold in Ohio.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it gets cold in Wisconsin.
Yeah, Madtown gets cold too.
I got you with the trash and everything, bro. But the weather, bro, you should have a big enough coat. You should be prepared for the NYC.
Get a sweater, Nigel. They got stores there in New York, so I'm sure you'll be all right. Yeah, I don't think this is the kind of thing. Sometimes we look at it. The big one recently, was looking at Myles Garrett and saying what he said about Cleveland. Hey, man, someone make a trade. I gotta get out of Cleveland. I can't let them pick me. That was the one that it looked like maybe he was putting his foot in his mouth more so than Nigel is here. I don't think this will be a story at all.